I just came on here real quick to chop it up right fast. My lighting sucks. Y'all be alright. I just want to know, for the single people. I mean, you can be in a relationship and still answer the question, but my topic tonight was, hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to respond to a message. Well, anyway, I just wanted to talk about like the dating scene. I know I hope my service is good, because usually when I'm back here, it's not good. It's on 2 bars. Can y'all hear me? If you're single, why? If you don't mind sharing. And what is the dating scene like in 2022? Because I know, like my last post, I posted, some people will pass up on a good man because he's not tall enough. He doesn't reach your height requirements. And I feel like it's kind of shallow when you think about it, because now we're getting in our 30s and 40s and we're still single because of things that really don't matter. Maybe they do matter, or maybe you like, oh, I want tall kids, or whatever the case may be. But are y'all really passing up on good men because they're not tall enough? Because we can definitely go and have that conversation. I'm just interested. Like, if you're single right now, why? Is it because you're focusing on yourself? Lately, a lot of people can say what they want, but I've definitely been riding the Kevin Samuels wave when he talks about, like a lot of our Black women aren't getting married. And it's like, why? There's also another one, Kendra G on Facebook, that my boyfriend put me on. And like, these women are really like, they require a lot. You need a lot of reassurance. Is that like your love language? Are you single because you need a lot of reassurance? I'm sorry, but my phone keeps going off. I think I definitely can understand. I can overstand about reassurance. I'm coming up out of that myself. Like, I always wanted to, like for me personally, like, am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? Is this right? Is this that? And I be overthinking it. And then I go down the rabbit hole. And then I go down the rabbit hole, and then I realize that I don't really need no reassurance from no man. I want to be his partner. I don't want to be his everything, because I don't want him to be my everything. I don't want nobody to be my everything, because I want to be that for myself. And I want to show my kids that. So I'm just trying to understand, like, why we aren't getting married anymore. Why men, they got to jump through hell and high water to meet a woman's like height requirements. Like, these women, we kind of delusional women when it comes to, oh, I need a man to make 6 figures when you're not making 6 figures. Or not only that, like, y'all can make all this money, but are you going to be happy? Are you going to be like genuinely happy once you make the money? Overthinking is the worst. But overthinking, the only reason why we're overthinking is because It's a lot of reasons, actually. I mean, I overthink. You only overthinking it because you know what you probably should and shouldn't be thinking and doing. But overthinking can make you... I'm breathing kind of heavy because, yeah, I know I'm 7 months pregnant. Overthinking can put you in a box of like, almost like fear, because you overthink it to the point where you stifle your growth. And sometimes we overthink when we're in relationships because we really like this person, or things are going too good. Oh, it's too good to be true. Or you start coming up with shit that don't even really matter, don't really exist, ain't really the truth. And then you go down the rabbit hole, or you get into a dark place. It is a lot of pressure to be someone's everything. But what I was trying to say was like the reassurance part. I need a lot of reassurance at one point in life. Like, I wanted somebody to tell me I was looking good all the time, but then I realized, like, forget him, forget her. Like, if I know I look good or if I feel good, then I'm good. Like, I don't need you to tell me, him to tell me, her to tell me. And then, like, if he tells me, that's extra, because I already know what I look like. I was in a relationship one time where I would get all dressed up and I would feel real good, and I would ask the person, like, how do I look? Like, do you think I look good? And they would like respond with like, yeah, you look all right. And that would almost hurt my feelings a little bit, because I was like, dang, like I walked out this mirror thinking I was doing something, and they gonna tell me I just look all right. And what I learned with that person was, I feel like it was a little jealousy. I feel like it was a way of bringing my confidence down. That's why I said the reassurance, do you need it? Would you like it? Is it necessary? Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I be getting all excited sometimes. The things that don't exist is quite a huge factor. I mean, yeah, sometimes we overthink. We're in a time right now, in this time right now, where everybody don't know what to do. We're running around like with our heads chopped off like a chicken or whatever the hell it's called, because we're over here worrying about our health. We're over here losing loved ones that, gone too soon. We're over here worrying about what the next person thinks. We're over here putting the image out on social media. We're over here, and we're focusing on all the wrong things. I'm learning. I'm not perfect. I'm learning all the time that, like, being married is cool. I've with experience, being married is cool, but sometimes I feel like some people want these relationships and these marriages thinking it's going to make them feel some type of way about themselves or the world. And it's not. Because if you have those problems before you get married, you're going to walk down the aisle with the same problems. You're going to walk down the aisle and still feel some type of way about yourself because you didn't address those issues with yourself. And being married right now, especially as Black people, we have got to understand that marriage is more than just, oh, he makes me happy, he does this or she does that. Marriage is a partnership. Marriage is being able to raise these kids and not be single. I'm living in a area where it's majority Black. I just moved here, and you can tell, no disrespect to the single moms, because I've been there. I've done that. But you can tell that these kids are some of them are a little softer. Some of them don't have you can tell it's like no masculine guidance. And feminine, we cool. We got it. Like, okay, cool. But when there's a the masculine energy that's not present no more, you're going to find a difference in these kids. I'm trying to tell you. Right now I'm dealing with a second grader who likes to expose himself to the other little girls. Let a daddy have been in that household, or uncle or grandpa or something. It probably wouldn't have happened, or it probably would have stopped. Obviously, this is a reoccurring event. So again, when I ask, why are y'all single? I really want to know, why are y'all single? Oh, because I met this really nice guy and he didn't make 6 figures. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, our great grandmothers wasn't getting married to our great grandfathers because he made 6 figures. It was because he brought a certain energy, the yin and the yang. It was because he provided the security. If you a single woman, and I'm speaking again from experience, if you a single woman and some burglar or robber or someone strange starts knocking at your door and there's no one in the house but you and your kids, how safe would you feel? Versus a woman in a house with her significant other, and then some stuff starts to go on. You're going to feel a little bit more tight. You're going to feel a little bit more comfortable knowing, that he might have to fight while you call somebody or, get the strap. But he provides that protection, the security. A lot of us fail to realize how important it is. But then there's a lot of us men out here, or not us men, excuse me. Hello, I'm not a man. There's a lot of men out here. They soft. A lot of their mamas raised them. They soft. And it's no disrespect to the single moms, but they're soft. Half of them don't know how to fight. Everybody want to shoot up a gun, but they don't know how to fight. And then they just soft, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I just don't feel like I've seen on social media that women are really asking for the fucking stars. And to be honest, they asking for a lot. They asking for a whole lot. You know what? When I finish this, every time I try to save a Facebook video, for some reason, it never saves properly. I will try. Thank you, Marcus. I will try. Yeah, I said us. I'm not a man. People don't understand in real marriages, my God, this is not clear. People don't understand in real marriages, there's going to be many times of boredom, yes. Structure, repetition, yes. It's not sporadic or always fun and butterflies. It's definitely not. Peace consists greatly of many of those 3 things in that last sentence. I mean, yeah. They always say a man wants peace when he comes home. And so does a woman. I mean, we want peace too. But, hey, TT, it's just, I just want women to understand, like, I'm not going to say lower your standards, because sometimes that, it seems like the phrase lower your standards means, like, go out here and get the bum of the bums. And I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, a lot of y'all really single because of the word money and this 6-figure stuff. And the older y'all get, the more single y'all probably gonna stay, because the younger one's about to pop through. You know what I mean? Like, a man usually always gonna go for a younger woman than an older woman. And with the he gotta make this, he gotta be 6 feet tall, blah, blah, blah. Like, you asking for a lot. And especially if you ain't any of those things. Like, are you in shape? Like, I ain't saying you have to be, like, completely 100% fit, but what do you look like? Because men, let me tell you something what I've learned about men. And I'm not a man. I still don't understand them. And they don't understand us. And that's fine. But men, they're visual creatures. They like what they see. Now, don't get it twisted. I personally don't think a lot of men love these fake asses. I think they like to look at them. You know, they might want to squeeze, see what it feel like. You know, is it soft? Is it cold? Is it warm? You know, I've been to a couple strip clubs. I know how I feel. But what a man wants to take home is very different than what we think on social media. Yes, are you cute and pretty without makeup? Like, these lashes, I'm sorry, y'all, but these lashes, they doing the most. One girl's lashes was touching her goddamn forehead at the store. I'm like, bruh, why? Why does it always look like y'all got into a boxing match after y'all get y'all eye lashes done? It's a lot. Men don't like that stuff. Y'all are doing that for yourself. Y'all are doing that for other women, but y'all are not doing that for men. Men do not give a shit about how long your nails are. Men don't give a shit about how long them lash things is. Men don't give a shit about how perfect you can draw these little brows on. And they definitely don't give two fucks about these stinking ass, goat ass wigs that y'all wear. And I'm just going to lay it out flat. I don't care. Men like the natural beauty. They don't like that fake shit. It looks good on pictures. It looks good on these like Instagram models. But that's not what they trying to wife up and put a ring on. They not trying to put no ring on this big ass small waist lady. They not. And then it be the ones with these banging bodies with the worst attitudes too. Like, you get your body done and it's all cute or whatever, but you have like a really stank attitude. Like, why is your attitude so stank? So again, you're single, cool, do you, live your life. But time is not on our side, women. Time is not on your side. You cannot wait until you mid-30s, early 40s and be like, okay, I'm ready to settle down because I've lived my best life. That's not how it works. It really irritates me so much to see how much emphasis we put on like the nails and the fake, you know what I'm saying? Somebody asked, who lie more, men or women? And of course the ladies are like, men lie more. And then all of a sudden he's like, ma'am, is that your real hair? No. Well, you lying then. I no lie. When I was younger, this lady, she was married to a man and she would come and get her hair done because apparently she had it like that. She got her hair done every week. Her dude did not notice she wore tracks. Like, he had no clue. I think he might have been Caucasian. Not really for sure. I don't know if it matters. But she did not wear her real hair. Time is moving fast. Time is moving so fast. And I feel so bad because it's like our kids are suffering behind this. Our children are literally suffering behind the dumb shit. Like, I'm dealing with a lot raising two children with their age group and trying to show them and teach them and guide them and not get frustrated, and it goes on. But it's crazy out here. It's like, it's sad. It's sad. I feel bad for this generation of kids. Like, we put so much emphasis on making our kids look so good on the outside, but they're fucked up on the inside. I mean, men do need to get hip, Cynthia. You're right. Men do. But I feel like men have given up. I feel like more men. I feel like women, we still searching. You know, we be still like, oh, okay, let's see what's out here. But men, I feel like there's a lot of men who just rather be single at this point. Because for several reasons. But in my opinion, I feel like men have decided to just stay single because it's less stressful. They don't have to deal with all these requirements. A big one, a very big one is, you know, a lot of us women, we have children. And some men do too, but now, I'm speaking from experience, now a man has chosen a woman with children, and that's a whole other dynamic that a lot of people don't like to talk about. It was something I didn't even think about until it was really brought to my attention, and I really had to sit down with it and understand that, you know, these stepfathers, these extra bonus men, these men who are in these women's lives, whether they're their real father, their biological fathers in their life or not, they take on a lot because they're in a household with children that's not theirs. And then some people think I'm wrong when I say it, but I also blame social media. Or music. A lot of these idols, these younger people are looking up to, even our age group, is like F ninjas, get the bag, you know, fly me out here, buy me this. And that's really not life. They have taught women to be independent so much to the point where if a man come in, it's hard for him. It's hard for him to come in and rock with you because he has so many demands. As women, we give so many, oh, you need to do this. Excuse me. Oh, you need to make that. Oh, you need to have this straight. Oh, you need to do that. And it's a lot. It's a lot for men. So a lot of men are choosing to stay single. A lot of men are choosing to just date, or they're just staying by themselves because they don't have a lot to choose from no more. It's a lot of women who want to act like men. No one thinks that they are doing anything wrong. No one's taking accountability. I don't know. It's just, I just want to know why so many people are single. There's so many people who will never ever be married because they have all these requirements, or they're so shut off, or they don't smile. That's another thing. Apparently the angry black woman thing is still a thing because we're so, to the outside world, it looks like we're shut off, when really we can just be fucking tired, or we can be exhausted from these kids, or we just need a break or an outlet or a friend. But most men look at it like, ooh, I would love to approach her, but she look angry. And don't no man want no angry woman. So we need to smile more. Letting down our guard again, although we've been hurt time after time, especially as women, as younger women, we were hurt. And as, you know, we get into our late 20s, our early 30s, or later, we're like, whatever, I don't need none of that drama. I'm going to just do it by myself. But that's like, do you really want to be alone? Do you want to die alone? Do you really want that life? Like, do you really want that? So, I don't know. I feel like some people just need to lower their standards a little bit. I really pray that the men out here, they give us another chance, because sometimes I feel like men have given up on women. A lot of people get mad when black men go to white girls and other nationalities, but sometimes they feel like it's less headache. I'm just saying, sometimes they feel like it's less drama. Sometimes they feel like it's, the word submission makes most black women feel cringy. The word submission is not saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna get down on my knees and I'm gonna scrub the house and your feet. Submission is just learning to know your place, learning to know, okay, let him take control of this, learning to sit down and allow him to be the force. I think we got the word provider a little misconstrued. Like I said, when you feeling more protected in your home because you have that masculine energy there and that partner there, it makes a hell of a difference. Ooh, mosquito bit me, child. Whew. That feels good. So, I really pray that more of us women, we get married and we do have that partnership, because it's expensive out here. And two is greater than one in so many ways. I just feel like some women are choosy. I've heard women specifically say in conversations with me, like, oh God, he only makes this a year. I can't be with him. And they throw their nose up at a man because he doesn't make 6 figures. And it's like, girl, it doesn't really matter. Are bills being paid? Is life really happening? Because a lot of men out here will never be making 6 figures. So I feel bad for our people when it comes to like long-term relationships and these children. This generation is growing up and they jacked up, bro. And I'm not saying I'm better or I'm not going through it myself, because I have a lot going on myself, but I just try to look at it differently. And it's a lot. It's a lot. My heart literally goes out to a lot of women. And we got to do better too, or teach our daughters especially, and our sons, like, I don't know. I don't want to say, don't have children before you marry, but when I had my first child, I did get married. So, I did have that foundation in a way, but it's a lot of us who, we get into a committed relationship, and it could be good, it could be rocky, it could be whatever, but we didn't secure the foundation, and we pay for it in our later years. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off here though. I just had to let that off my chest. I love coming on here talking my shiznai, but it's like serious. Like, as I'm getting older, my heart goes out to a lot of people. My heart goes out to a lot of situations, and then I want to shed light on situations where it's like, bruh, like, you cannot be thinking like this, or I can't believe you're this old and really thinking like this. No wonder you're single, or no wonder you're just still at the brunch spots getting mimosas with your girls, but you ain't got no man. You don't have the partnership to where when you get 50 and 60 and 70 and your kids are gone and they have their own life, you really don't have nothing. Like, you don't have nothing. You know how many, I worked at a hospital, and I'm not bringing it up to be all like cruel, but when you get older, you do want that partner that's there for you. You want that partner that's helping you and making you better and blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people die alone. A lot of people wait until they're in their 40s, 50s, 60s and realize, like, damn, shit ain't sweet out here being single no more. But by then, like, your time is past as far as dating. Most people. I'm not saying everybody. There's an exception to every rule. But then you get out here and it's like, I'm really about to die alone. And dying alone sounds harsh to some because, you know, most of my following is pretty young, but dying alone is for real because now you're getting health issues in your 60s, 70s or whatever. And like literally you have to take care of yourself because it's either your kids going to come and check on you or nobody because you don't have nobody. Then what do you do? So I'm going to check out. I love you guys. I really want us to do better. I really do. I really feel like we got to start changing our mindset on like these long-term relationships and marriage and stuff. Like having sex is cool and, you know, them sneaky links that everybody glorifies and shit, but it's way more to it than that. Yeah, a lot of kids won't be in positions to take care of their parents. It's a lot because sometimes taking care of parents means like you need to be there full time or you need to hire a full-time nurse. So then what about people who only have one kid or two kids? Most of us average two to three kids, if that. So what do you do if your child lives across country or, you know, it's just so many things to factor into life. I mean, it's sad. And I mean, sometimes I feel like it might be a little too late, but then I'm always going to have the person I am. I'm always going to have like hope. I have hope, but it starts now. It starts at home. It starts, you know, with thinking a little bit differently. Like there's women out here who literally say, "Oh, I cannot date this man because he's not 6 feet tall." Like, yeah, he fits my 6-figure requirements and he's really sweet and he's very attentive, but he's not tall enough, so I don't know if it's going to work. Always remain hopeful. Yeah, and like I said, you have to have enough money to take care of elders. Like some people are working from home now, but is that going to be a reality in 10 to 15 years? You know, is it going to be the same? Are you going to be able to, you know, my grandmother, she needs like almost all around clock work now. You know, like she needs someone there, whether it's for moral support. She fell not too long ago. Like it's crazy. It's sad, but it's crazy. I mean, it's always good. Most women say, "Oh, I'm just single because I'm working on myself." But for how long? Because you ain't nothing but getting older. And unfortunately, the young chickens, they coming up. You know what I'm saying? A man is more likely going to choose a woman younger than he is than older. That's just the way it is. A man is going to choose a woman who, oh yeah, I can choose this one who's my age with 2 or 3 kids, or I can choose one that's 5 years younger with no kids. Boom. Men can, the right men, the more mature minds and stuff, they can help mold a woman as she's forming into her womanhood and getting older. A cougar set in her ways, you ain't gonna tell her shit. She gonna do what she wanna do, because that's how she gonna do it. I guess that's just the way it is. But anyway, this time I'm really getting off because my back hurts. So I will try to get back on here again. I need to have a part 2 to this. Like, why are we single? How long are we staying single? Again, why are we single? And again, I'm hoping men don't lose all hope for women, especially black women. So, good night.